All right, there we go. Now I have more of a chance of seeing something. Now, might be a couple people showing up here in a second. Or a minute or five. Hey, Karen. There. Is that a decent view? Can you see? Hey, Wayno. I am hurriedly trying to finish up a filming jig so that I can actually kind of sort of see what I'm doing. Right now there's so much extra light on the screen I can see nothing. And so I had to put me a light filter on that bastard. All right. It will be shaky, just like it really is the old filming jig. I just had to change it up so that I could stand the phone up on it. It's the only way they'll let you go live with a cell phone now. Or at least it's the only way I could figure out. Yeah, I broke that pipe. I dropped it this morning and snapped it right there. I put a short out about it. Okay, let me see how I'm gonna get this under the hell. Alright. We got some 2003 shit going on. Perfect. It's like an engineer built it. Hey, Skywatcher. Now I've got this hopefully to where y'all will be able to see, and I should be able to hopefully look around it, which I hadn't really checked yet because I was in a hurry. Yeah, as long as I keep it where I can't see it in the screen, hopefully y'all will be able to see it. Yay me! Man, that was a nightmare. I've been frantically working on that since about 11:30. And I lost my pack of cigarettes, which I desperately need now, buddy. You just don't understand. Get my supplies ready for my break time. Drop some shit. Try to break something. Find my. There it is. All right, we're ready. Finally. In half-ass fashion, we are ready. Let's see how good of a view I can get on. But yeah, you see there where you can see the shiny in there now from the super glue on top of the paint. And there should be looks like it did all right. I'm not about to set it down very hard. Because, hey, Sugar Bee. All right, 2 more wrenches. Now, let me crank up my bad habit. And then we'll start trying to maybe break something. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Hev. I'll be damned. Oh. I did not expect to see you here. Oh, I'm gonna have a lot of moderators on here. All the people I've known for 3 years or longer probably are gonna end up having a wrench. A troll shows up, they're just gonna shit their pants and leave. They might say some colorful words, change a few colors, and then they'll get the hell out. It is 2:30 over here. 2:30 p.m. See, actually, the troll strategy is let them run their mouth for a few comments and everybody report the comment. Just everybody. And then block them. Hey, Bellin. Yeah, she should be here any minute. I don't know if I might have to try to send her an email. I told her it'd be about 2:30, so she should have been looking. I would have expected she'd have an eye out for it. Oh yeah, and she's not looking yet. And it's a whole different. I think she's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours ahead of us, or something like that. It's a way different time difference, man. I mean, that tells me every time we were on Bruce's late night live stream, his ass was up at like 11:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna. I really don't know if I should take that out like that and repaint it, because we had problems with that other one. Or see if whatever in the crap they put in there would work for a primer. Because this thing was fucking so hideously unfinished. It just absolutely, I couldn't help but recarve it. And I just couldn't help it. There was a big, long discussion about why do you always buy stuff and then bring it home and immediately start changing it. And it's because they didn't know how to make it to start with. If they had known how to make it, I wouldn't have to. I mean, they didn't polish this out, nothing. And it'll just be digging. Man, so yeah, you're up pretty late when you do your afternoon streams here, or your night streams. Hell, you're 9 o'clock. See, when it's 9 o'clock here for us, Hev, it must be the butt crack of dawn for you. But yeah, you basically just you just forcefully cut it out. And if you got one, you take a staple nail and you cut it in half. And then you flatten out that side real good. You can leave that up there because that's a reminder to stay away from the tip. And then you got your flat sides, you've got your scooped cuts, and you can stop your cut just by rolling it over, and you stop your cut. I'm recarving this piece of crap. I already recarved this part of it because it was just barely in there. And then I dropped it this morning and broke it right there while I was touching it up. Stuck it back together with some super glue. So it's not an endorsement for super glue, but that's what I used. Hey, Darla. Love you, hun. Yep. You know it. I've even got a drill over here that I can stick it on for when I'm ready to really get her polished up. I want to take that flat side off, make it all nice and smooth and pretty. And these roofing staples are high carbon steel. I mean, they will take a beating. Whole different noise than that drill tool, isn't it, Darla? Stuff will make your teeth vibrate. I think this has got to be pink soapstone. There's no way I'm doing this to marble barehanded. Hit a tough spot there. Although if I could hold the movements down, the epilepsy would let me turn this into a miniature jackhammer. Then we really see some stuff. Hey, Xander. Forgive me if I don't say hi as y'all come in. I'll catch y'all as I look back at the screen. I'm trying to not give myself a new body piercing. Maybe I should take that spike off. It seems to be exactly where I need to be. Or I get under it. Oh yeah, that works, except I just screwed up that line. And that's what you get for even just a second's worth of rush. Just a second. I was not ready to be up that far yet. Oh, yeah. I hope everybody's having a good day today. Hey, Yan, give Rocky a kiss for me. This is definitely a chat to pop into if you're tired and can't quite get to sleep. Stupid sealer. Nailed in. Get me a little brushy brush. And like I said, I got a drill sitting by handy to refinish this down with. Everybody meet Hev. She's got a news recap show that's pretty good. I was there from her first show and she does an excellent job. Better than most of them. I'd say better than 90% of them. Easily. It's true, Hev. If it wasn't, I wouldn't watch. I mean, you said you didn't know what you were doing, and that was your first show, and I'm like, okay, let's give her a chance. And I mean, you did good. You did just as good as everybody else from your very first show. Hey, Jules. Let's see how well this works out. And hopefully we will not hear, hello, Bone. Yeah, that little spike will have to go. Damn good for traction, though. Yeah, it crossed my mind. I'm going to have to, looking at it last night, I'm going to have to get some sealer to put on there. I believe this will be the last time I recarve it. Sooner or later, it's going to start looking deformed. Yeah, I did mean to look at the... I had been meaning to look at the edges of these things, this thing. Oh yeah, that looks like crap. It's taking it, though. It's taking a licking. And I'm beating it. I'm telling you, I'll put you to sleep, buddy. Oh. All right, cigarette break. Now I can yap with y'all for a minute. You know, I tried so long to get all of my best channels to do a collaboration together. None of y'all would ever cooperate. Man, can you imagine what it would have been like with all of y'all's subscribers together on a stream? We could have done like a rotation too. Yeah, I'll try my best to be there, Hev. Tony should be there by then. We might have to run to Kroger. The girls up there at the hotel today had 21 rooms apiece. And the manager and assistant manager went home with listeria from that good old discount chicken. Y'all keep a watch on chicken. Oh yeah, you guys catch a show with Hev, you will love it. She's just a sweetheart. And her reactions to some of these things, man. She'd be one to have at a family reunion. she'd be giving all the crazy relatives the side eye. Yeah, see, I'm kind of cheating on it too because I get to start my channel, what little bit I'm going to do with the best chat room, a conglomeration of some of the best people I've found across this place in 5 years, 4.5, 5 years. It's freaking just, I mean, come on. Usually you start off a channel and you gotta wait for 6 months before you find a single person you can trust to be a moderator. Trolls come in here and they go into automatic cardiac arrest. Oh, and God forbid the wrong thing be said about the wrong person in here. Y'all have to find my other channels. Because this one will be gone pretty quickly. You know, another huge mistake my addled brain made yesterday was I didn't brush any of the dirt or nothing. Just whatever came out, that's all that came off of that stem as far as cleaning it before I painted it. Which I'm hoping, yeah, it was a mistake, but I'm hoping it made that paint in there kind of like cement. Yeah, have that. This is painted with that, is it $80 paint that I was talking about? And you almost won't get light off of there, but you'll see every single place I missed any paint at all. Even just the tiniest little bit shows up like a beacon. I really think they should have named it Void Black. But they went with 4.0 because I believe they had said they had to try 4 times to get it that black. Darker than Masu Black. $80 for this. For this. 150 milliliters. I mean, that's, the pipe almost goes from end to end on that box. Well, it does almost go from end to end on that box. There we go. I saved up for quite a bit for that. I wanted to get back into painting, and when I paint something black, by God, I want it to be black. I don't want it to be like, well, it could have been darker. I wish I had a flatter black. My God, I don't think I'll be saying that anymore. The biggest painting I ever did was like 3 foot tall by 4.5 foot long. And it was a big, huge planet on one side over here with the clouds and stuff, and beautiful day. And then way over here, my rendition of the sun. And then in the middle of it, there was this kind of a dolphin, space dolphin thing, just flying along all alone, looking all forlorn. Because I had figured, hell, in the vastness of space, what's the chance? He's not going to stay with his mom. Or she's not going to stay with her mom. I really didn't ever think about a gender for the damn thing, but I guess these days I should have. Just some ridiculous world today, man. Cheech and Chong just did not prepare me for today's world. They let us down. There we go. There. Now, technically, I'm not smoking on screen. I got an age restriction on the damn thing anyway, so. And it's been stated repeatedly it's a pot pipe. I'm sure they would have got bent the fuck out of shape by now. No shit. We do go good together. We make a good group. It's not often you get a bunch of people together where you can feel the vibe. And it's a good vibe. Usually there's, that tension where either you feel like you don't fit in, or you can tell there's somebody in the group that's just completely uncomfortable with being there and they don't want to fit in and they don't feel like they fit in. My God, you're not going to ride out of that cut. That's okay, Have. I type slowly and incorrectly. My typing is like one of Biden's speeches some of the time. Hell, my talking is like that too. Of course, my head's on a little straighter today, so I'm not stumbling on my own mouth as much. Come on, just bite in there. And see, supposedly, before everything advances too much, this is supposed to be good muscle therapy. They say. Allegedly. we'll find out when I go from this to this. Oh, hey, Dilly. Yeah, we're gonna have an awesome fucking chat room, guys. Oh, you'll like the chat room, man. The guy himself acts like a screensaver for you. Oh, love you too, Hev. You guys are like family to me. You really, really are. Oh, that worst of the year news came down, and Tony she didn't know what the hell to even say to me for 2 days. I'm like, she's like, I really feel bad. And I'm like, why? Because of Bruce? And she said, no, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't even know what to say to help you. I'm like, there's nothing you can say. It's going to take you, the only thing that's going to fix it is time. Might have to redo my edge there. Yeah, well, time is slow. It needs to hurry the hell up. It's starting to get cold in here. Yeah, have you been covering the news? We'll tell you all about the crazy news. Yeah, this has got to be pink soapstone. There is just no way this is marble. Shows you how much of a rock doctor I am. Oh. Darley, you'd have loved it. I mean, his channel is still up. He's got some mind-blowing stuff on there. I mean, some shit you just wouldn't believe. Except you kind of have to, because, I mean, it's right there. Kind of like burning your finger, and you're like, oh, that's not hot. And then you burn your finger and you go, well, shit, that's pretty hot. Did it cut it? No, that's not bad. Jeez, this is slow. Hey, Leah. Yeah, I'm a little later than I said I was going to be today. You got to tap up at the top of the screen, I think, and then it'll pop up in a box. For some reason, they won't let you do a live off of a cell phone any other way but like this anymore. I don't remember there being an update or anything. It was just different one day. For me, anyway. I don't know if it's always been like that for y'all or not. I've kind of given up keeping track on the changes. Oh, they've now got it to where if they decide you say the wrong thing, they'll penalize the platform for it. So the platforms are really going to start getting down on people and of course, you know how it's going to be. It's going to be getting down on people for just the dumbest shit. Yeah, hopefully we'll have a few old friends show up. I've been inviting people all frickin' day. Yeah, that's soapstone. That's gotta be. It's just coming out too easy. I'm just digging too deep and making it hard. Because I'm ignorant. Yeah, YouTube loves me. I got lots of quote unquote friends. But I got all my family right here, though. Most of them. There's a few I keep looking for that I've missed. Yeah, Hev's been getting busted on. You know what that last one was for, Hev? I went, of course, I had to go and do my digging and shit. And it was because you smoked in the bedroom on a live and your cat walked in front of you. And so that person got pissed off. And anything they could make a report about, they did. Just to be spiteful. Okay, they had a few reports. You weren't all alone in that one. Anybody see Mud Fossil University? I wonder what soapstone is actually made of. Some kind of dinosaur gut or something. Maybe it's bone marrow. Yep, that's what it was about, Hev. Just the dumbest reason. Basically a non-reason. And I want to say that it was a American country folk of some kind, American country teen. I don't know. Not exactly 100% on that. But they didn't realize, I mean, you want to jump somebody's shit about doing something wrong that you think is wrong, do it to their face. Do it right there in your neighborhood where you're going to make a noticeable difference and hope that it spreads from there. Start with yourself. You bastards. Tell you, I'm a fun one. I'm a fun one to be in any kind of a briefing with. Mm-hmm. Also told Alias about it. He may pop in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you had a fan going. Yeah, they're not going to worry about any of the homeless in your area or any human beings or anything. Let's worry about a cat, because everybody with 2 living brain cells know that you don't own a cat, they own you. You might pick it out and bring it home, but it decides if you own it or not. And if it decides you don't own it, it don't stay. Oh, I will be, Darla. Oh, it is really clear? Good. Well, I've got it to where I don't make any kind of physical contact with the phone. It's completely isolated from me, so my heartbeat won't show up anymore. That was a... Oh, Lord. That was weird as hell when I realized what it was. That's how bad the systems are failing. I'm actually allergic, or well, technology is allergic to me. Oh yeah, you serve a cat. I've seen a bunch of animal psychologists talking about the reason cats bring you mice and stuff is because they think you're too stupid to catch your own food. They never see you hunting. They're like, oh, he loves me. He's sharing his food. No, he doesn't want you to die. He just doesn't want you to starve, and so he brought you a mouse or a bird. Which is really cute if you think about it. I mean, and think about all of the times that your stupid medication alarm. I think about all the times that I'd have a cat and it would bring me something. And it's like, yeah, it was an act of love, but it also thought I was stupid. All the neighborhood cats get together at midnight and they're like, man, my owner never catches anything. The rest of the cats are like, man, I know, mine neither. I don't know what's up. Maybe they're slow. Maybe they don't. Maybe they can't see. I don't know. I think they're lazy. No, I think they're dumb. You better bring your owner a mouse, man. Or you won't have an owner here pretty soon. Getting there. It's getting there. I'm thinking about doing the pedals in a different, some kind of a vibrant metallic something. Thinking some cherry red with maybe a touch of the bright copper. Maybe those two would make something pretty and bright. And cheap. Get out of the way so you don't get hurt. See, I just noticed another couple spots that I missed. Look at that. I mean, like searchlights. You can see everything. Everywhere there was even a molecule of paint that didn't stick on there, it's like standing out. I'll be retouching on that for a year. Hey, stats. Oh. How's everything in Florida? Yeah, I'm gonna get all the old gang back together. Anybody that'll still talk to me anyway. Oh, love you, Darla. Have a good day, babe. Man. Yeah, another thing I found out yesterday is that I'm old enough I have no cushioning on my butt whatsoever. I had to find me a pillar, as the old folks say. Hey, my butt hurt, man. I got up off this stool like 2 hours and 51 minutes. I was like, oh my Lord. That is way different from sitting on the dog's couch. And I used to be on the sucker like 8 hours a day working on small engines. Yeah, have an awesome rest of the day, Darla. Yeah, it's soapstone. Hey, Gate Smasher. There's too many buttons to push. Oh, oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna go back to those too. I mean, I like granite, and driveways are full of it. They're all over the sides of the road. You can get some pretty big ones too. They hide those ones under the bridges. No, I'm just joking. I don't steal rocks from the frickin' sides of the highway. Oh man. Right after I made that joke, I could hear the environmentalist somewhere going, "What?" Or a bureaucrat, "Oh my God, he's stealing from the state." No, I wouldn't stop on a roadside around here unless something broke down, because there's a mix of people from everywhere and none of them know how to drive. Same thing everybody says about everybody. Nobody on earth knows how to drive. I found some pretty ones. And I found a piece of somebody's necklace that broke. Got out of the car at the store, and they were just sitting there, like right by my foot. And so, of course, I had to pick them up. Find something to. And I mean, it's really glittery. It's like they're made out of black tiger's eye or something. Somebody somewhere is really mad. One of them's right here. Nice. Because I'm like a ninja. I swear. I'll find the other one later. Now, where were we besides me breaking a bunch of shit? As I was saying. Get out of there. Won't be doing that with that stem. Thought about making a pillow to set it down on. My chat's froze or something. Did everybody? No way I'm that attention holding. Probably everybody fell asleep. Lord, it's already been a long, boring hour for you guys. Yeah, I think that's down in a crack of the rock. I would not be able to get it. Nope. This is definitely the channel for people that like to watch people mow grass. Let me see how many we got here. We got 9. I'm guessing y'all are some of the diehards. What do y'all think about getting a betta fish, putting that in a nice, pretty little bowl with a light and a super black background, and we can watch the fish while we live chat? And then this stuff will just be in regular old videos that I can edit down for y'all so that you're not literally aging while you watch this. What's the deal with the... Well, if anybody's responding, I just do not see it. Oh, because I'm an idiot. There we go. God, I swear. Wile E. Coyote, super genius, buddy. Okay, now I can see all the messages. I swear. Okay, now I've got it set where I can see y'all. God. We won't cover any subjects of how the hell I didn't know there were chat settings. I used to have, I think at one time I had 25 betta fish, and every Sunday, that was the day, was cleaning their bowls, changing out their water. And I mean, oh God, it was ridiculous. I bought fish until the girl that I was seeing at the time said, no more betta fish. And I'm like, you ain't got to take care of them. She's like, I don't care, there's too many. Or 55-gallon tanks, jeez Christ. I couldn't do it. That's just too big of a tank. I think the biggest I ever had was a 50-gallon for a betta, not a betta, but for a frickin' Oscar. And then he killed himself one day. He was, I guess, in a bad mood or something. And I would reach in there and pet him and stuff. And I guess he was mad at me for not petting him. I don't know if he was trying to get to me or what. And he backed up and he swam across the tank and he hit the side of that tank and he knocked the side of the tank out. And that was it for him. I didn't have anything big enough to put him in. I mean, he wouldn't fit in the, I couldn't even put him in the toilet bowl to try to keep him alive. So right then I figured that's it. I won't ever get a, I know, I liked him too. I mean, but I figured after that I won't get any fish that's too big to keep alive in like a large bowl of water. That way if something does happen and I really like the fish, I can scoop them up and put them in a salad bowl. And then, talk shit to them about, yeah, look at that, you broke your home. He was. I think he was 17 pounds. He was huge. He was the size of, let me see, can I get this to, he was about the size of that, just a little bit smaller than that white soda sheet that I've got there for a catch-all. It was ridiculous. I mean, they got personality. Yeah, just like dogs. Just like dogs. Got this one dude on YouTube somewhere, and he's got a pet octopus. And I don't think I'd like to have one of those because they could get mad and bite you. They're very intelligent. Hey, Alex. There we go. Don't you love it when somebody's filming a video and then they start screwing around with their filming jig? Yeah, nobody will notice. Man, take me a few puffs off the cigarette here. We'll finish up that bit in the middle. Good Lord. How long have we been on? Good God. God, I mean, I've eaten up an hour and 16 minutes of y'all's life. I can't believe y'all are sitting here for it. And I'm not even trying to pontificate. I am thinking about breaking out the power tools though. Yeah, I mean, I hate Hecklefish, honestly, I do. I hope dude's not watching, doesn't end up seeing this. If you do, I'm nothing against it. It was a good idea. I just can't stand it. The rest of the show is really good, though. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if they didn't have, if you didn't have Hecklefish doing some of the most ridiculous bits you could think of. Just a time filler, really. The Crab Cat. You know, they've got AI music out on YouTube now, and you can look up Cartman singing pretty much any song you want him to sing. And several of the worst guys from SpongeBob. Yeah, I can't stand that little fish, man. Let's see, where was I going here? There we go. It's pretty sharp. Yeah. Yeah. There's so many. Oh my God. I've heard some of the worst stuff about that cartoon lately. About all of them, really. There's one short about oh God, what the hell? What was, I can't remember the name of the channel, but they were talking about why Scooby-Doo was a demon, explaining all the reasons that he was a demon and that the kids were lost souls. Well, one, he was a dog that could talk. Of course, I saw another one that said they were serial deleters. And they'd actually go around framing people some damn how. Oh, Lord. Oh, this side's gonna suck. Much love, guys. I don't remember the name of the channel. It rolled by on a short. It was that. Oh God! It was that one with that weird-looking little blonde dude. Looks like he's like fresh out of high school or something. But I can't remember the name of it. You're literally asking the wrong guy. My short-term memory is just about gone. Or well, my what is it? Not short-term, rapid recall. Short-term rapid recall memory. And I'm even starting to have trouble remembering what all was wrong with me. But supposedly this is supposed to help. So we'll see. I guess I'll have to stop doing this first time I try to pick my nose with a chisel. Damn, this thing keeps me from seeing any notifications. Even with the shade over the light, I'm gonna have to redo something, y'all. That'll be the rest of my night. After this, we'll be redoing this filming jig. Oh man. So that hopefully a little more useful during a live cast, because this is, I mean, not bad for deciding when I was supposed to have originally started that I needed a new filming jig. But damn. Of course, the only way to figure out if you've built something the right way is to use it and see how badly it screws up. Not something I suggest with anything that could potentially be fatal. I think you never want to buy a build your own parachute kit that's almost guaranteed to go wrong every time. Yeah, I'm trying to get them perfect and sharp because this thing came off of an assembly line somewhere in New Delhi by a dude that was hopefully not, but probably beating off rats that were trying to eat him. And I don't mean to, I mean trying to keep them away from him. I'd be the only guy cracking jokes at the end of the world. Can't believe somebody figured out a way to do this on a big ass power machine assembly line type scale, because I mean, the people gotta be just working their tails off to make anything. They'd crack them out. I've got it age restricted, 18 and above. Shouldn't be no teens getting offended over a joke. We will be cracking many jokes. Hey, Delie. Is it Delie or Delie? I guess that would be Delie. Yeah, Delie. Oh, okay, Delie. Okay. Finally, I've been saying your name twice both ways since I got it to where I could spell it without having to think about it. For real. That's how messed up my short-term rapid recall memory is, that I've gotten past the point of being able to see something and turn around and write it down. I have to look 2 or 3 times now. A 45-second response. What? I'm trying to look out of peripheral vision so that I can see like that. Oh man, cracked window. Damn. I hate having to get a contractor. See, for a guy having to get a contractor, it makes him feel dumb. For a woman getting a contractor, it makes her feel like her husband's not going to screw the job up. Are you leaving us, Annika? Now, I've come to not really worry about it a lot. I look at it as it's a graduation. I mean, we started out as nothing, and then we grew into people, and then grew into an adult. And I'm pretty sure we're a lot like ripening fruit. Nice. Not looking too bad. Yeah, wait till I get to making the bowls and the Zen fountains. I have an intention to actually turn it into a business. because I just really don't feel like spinning wrenches and busting knuckles anymore. Too old for that crap. I've reached too old for one and too slow for the other. Yeah, I qualify as slightly spoiled produce. We're scratch and dent. Yeah, who's noticed that there are almost no live casts on where they're not trying to prove some world changing philosophical idea point. Everybody's out there looking for that aha moment. Aha! How could I have been so blind? Most people won't get that from anybody. Most people will just wait on that other person to stop talking. There we go. End up knocking some more shit off the table. Yeah, I want to leave that kind of raised. Make it wider. Ta-da! Ish. It was nice of them to have it all pre-marked for me. That's what you call service. Take care, Jules. Much love, hon. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Yeah, it's looking better than it did. Oopsie. As long as I'm not the one getting scratched. might end up having to finish this in a video and then set it on extra super fast forward playback. Getting close to cigarette break time. Yeah, it's another tip for anybody trying to stop smoking. Get something to do that you can lose yourself in. I mean, something that's a real time eater. Like carving stone. Well, thank you, Annika. I'm glad it doesn't completely suck. I mean, I even said in my short, you know, we're gonna start in a couple hours so all the moderators can be there, and if you're just stopping in to check it out, it's probably gonna be pretty boring. Vapor, they say, is worse for you, Sugar Bee, because it leaves it leaves moisture in your lungs after a while, and you develop pneumonia, according to one report. Of course, I wouldn't vape because, according to a video that I saw, they're talking about the place that makes them, or the places that make them in China, are too cheap to test them. And so at the end of the assembly lines, they got these pretty little girls that sit there and take a tray, and they take a puff off of each one to make sure that it works. How can you like my babbling? Oh my God. I think I make a lot more sense typing in chat than I do talking, because, I mean, it's a lot easier to stop yourself from saying something when your mind is wandering. Oh, they make them in Florida now? Love you too, Annika. I made the joke to Tony the other night I should get an OnlyFans channel and do feet. She gave me a look like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I just pour SpaghettiOs on my feet and stomp in pudding. It'd be great. Yeah, it is getting stupid out there. Night before last, there was a whole bunch of people arrested in Hollywood. I mean, a whole bunch of them, man. P. Diddler is singing like a bird. Hopefully, for his sake, he'll sing good enough to get a private cell with its own yard, because he ain't gonna last long in there. Oh, wow. That wisp of smoke went straight into my nostril and my eye. Oh, my Lord. I'm blind. Oh. See there, we smokers pay the price. It's not that you can change our minds. It's just that we're Too stubborn, stupid, and addicted to quit. Some combination. Thank you. I think it would be cool if I could find the poor dude in India that originally carved this in his crappy little factory and show him what I've done with it and, be like, hey, thanks, dude. And then he'd probably cuss me. I hear they don't like Americans over there. It is, yeah, smoke gets in my eyes, some shit like that. I gotta fix my cushion here. I got old man butt. It's just one thin layer of skin stretched over bone. It helps with the acoustics. Oh, I'm just a little ways away from a crash rescue service. So most likely, well, there's either a wreck or they're going to help some old person, but most likely it's one of these motorcycle guys around here had a wreck again. There's like 8 or 10 crosses on the side of the road down this road. And the saddest part is one of them's a cross made out of 2 skateboards. And I saw him out there putting that one up, and I was like, damn. Oops. No, that's not too bad. I'd say that's pretty close. See, I feel so much better just knowing that my friends are gathered. We've all made it through this horrible, horrible couple of months. You're a likable person. That's why your name is always highlighted. That's why you got a wrench most places I see you. Oh God, yeah. I mean, man, you got to be a brave soul to ride a motorcycle at all. Because anything goes wrong, you know you're getting messed up. Or way worse. Well, I remember wrecks on bicycles when I was a kid, and it was never fun. It has. I mean, oh my God. I mean, and it's everywhere too. It's not, I mean, there's so much personal pain going on. And then like an air of national confusion. And then there's this anger underneath it. And it's like they're trying to get everybody to where they can harness that energy for something. And that's what the bad side is doing while we're doing crazy talk here. But if there's been speeches put out and cues in speeches and stuff, and little stuff dropped. What they're doing is they're flooding tunnels. And a lot of those, y'all remember that night that Bruce had filmed like 350 UFOs or almost 300 and something, and they were all taken off in the same direction. And I believe that was their chance. They got told, look, whoever's getting out better get out now. Because right after that, all kinds of weird shit started happening. That Mandela effect change picked up real quick. Hell, you remember, who on here remembers when I first got the smart car and I was making the big deal about the ridiculous plastic gas tank? It has a regular gas tank now. I mean, it's not in the side on the hip anymore. It's hanging underneath the belly, just like any other old car. I mean, that was the most blatant example that I've had of it in my own personal life. Of I had to do a double, triple take because for a second I thought maybe I'd brought home the wrong car somehow. Yeah, how's that, Wayno? I've been on here so long, people can check back just to see how far I've got. Now that I figured out this is soapstone, it's so much easier. Oh, yeah, it's something bad. What is it? Yeah, that was crash rescue going out. I'm about to have to cut somebody out of a car. It's amazing how often that happens. And I know looking back on it now, when I was younger, I was in a hurry for everything. And if these kids could just realize, if they take their time and focus on the long game instead of right now, man, then they could really change the world. They'd actually have time to learn from their mistakes. Hecklefish is out of his bowl, I know, right? Put some salt on him, stick him in the fridge. How bad would that be? We sit here and make fun of Hecklefish so much that dude shows up, hey, quit talking about my fish. I thought it was a great idea. At least my show does something all yours is good for is a sedative. He does have some pretty good shows, though. But everybody trying to do that, build up the suspense, Ripley's Believe It or Not style crap, that's done. That's over. Just crank that story out. I promise 0 people are watching this shit in family dinner. Yeah. I figured, hell, why not? We're going to have to figure out a time when most everybody can make it. And then it'll be easier for the gang to get back together and stuff. Oh, that's okay. That's actually in the stone. Guess it helps every now and again to not do this stuff looking only through the screen. Let me lean off to the side here. There we go. It's getting there. Oh my God. Damn, so you're running on like frickin' 10:30 there, aren't you, Annika? Probably starting to get drowsy as hell. Yeah, you do not need a box full of chisels to do this crap. Well, this takes years of study. No, not really. It's sad how many people pay so much money to be told how dumb they are for 8 or 10 years to go and do something you can learn in a few books. Oh, now I gotta wait on the punchline. I wish I could tell some of the jokes I know. Little Johnny comes in. He's late to school one day. Johnny says, "I'm sorry I'm late." Teacher says, "Johnny, why were you late?" He said, "Well, I went by the gravel pit when I was on my way to school, and I saw this two dogs. One was standing up at the top of the pile, and the other was standing down at the bottom of the pile, and the one at the top ran down and hit the one at the bottom right in the ass." And she said, "Johnny, that's horrible. We don't say ass, we say rectum." Johnny said, "Rectum? Hell, it killed them both." Milk pellets. That's gonna have to go all the way up there. Hev, if you're still here watching, don't forget you got to do your live here pretty soon, hon. Guess whenever she starts, we'll wrap up, and if y'all want, pop over there. Oh, man. Xander, love you too, bro. Y'all guys really are like family to me. There it went. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my Lord. I cannot believe how long this takes. It's way easier with electric assistance. Jeez, oh my God. Oh man. Yeah, I half expect him to kick me off anytime now. Yeah, I keep this up, I'll be reached the content time limit in a heartbeat. They'll be start leaving this crap up for a lot longer, and then the trolls will start rolling in. We'll be special again. You know, I used to make some pretty good knuckle sandwiches myself. Enough that I'll always have bruises. They'll never ever go away. They never have yet. And I've healed up from some pretty good stuff. Uh-oh. Trolls are entertaining. I thought you said trolls were entering. I say that didn't take very long. That's when you know somebody got a beef with you. That's true. That's true. I've been a good troll before, the one in there cracking jokes and not necessarily being mean, just I couldn't help it. After listening for a little while, everybody was saying too much. I mean, I just couldn't let it go. If they're making the jokes for you, you kind of have to. It'd be rude. Kind of like somebody cooking dinner for you and then you don't eat it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm still kind of pissed off about that whole King Snurgle Gurgle Doodly Boodly. I think it hadn't been up very long, and she had like, I think like 30 subs or 16 or 18 subs or something. I don't know if dude was just having a bad day or what. But he ended up getting timed out, and buddy, when that timeout was over, he didn't like me very much. And so he's like, screw it, I'm gonna leave the channel. And so I'm like, no, you ain't got to do that. Stay. If it bothers you that much, I'll put the wrench down. And so I unsubbed and resubbed and didn't have the wrench no more. And then he quit coming to the damn, I mean, I swear. All that for nothing. I should have just let him go. I wonder where I could find a raw block of soapstone. Almost got myself there. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's all a matter of taste. I wasn't his favorite candy bar, let's put it that way. Yeah, yeah. It's always handy to be holding a wrench. Come on. Man, I do hope whatever came out with him, wherever he's at, I hope he's okay and happy. It may have been me too. I mean, I could have been having a bad day and just took something he said the wrong way and went overboard. And then pride took over and nobody kissed and made up. Relabeled Bud Light. Oh, God. Wonder what he'll be doing next. Oh, well, as far as I know, they they found him in the bathroom, not on the toilet. It's like he just, well, I mean, on the toilet, but not with his pants down or anything. It's like he was standing in front of the mirror and sat down for a second and didn't get up. He didn't have the slack jaw. I mean, but they still didn't let anybody touch anything, and it's going to be up to a year's investigation. And that's about all I know right now, Stats. And I'm lucky to know that because technically there's no right for the family to even let me know that. I mean, that's just out of the kindness of their heart. And plus, they know how much Bruce meant to the group, and people are going to be asking. I mean, people are going to want to know. Yeah, it sucks, man. Not too bad. Did I finally get at least half of it done? Not really. Damn. I will try to finish this up on lives though. And then hopefully by the time I get this finished, we'll have set ourselves up a schedule and all that good stuff so that it's not such a mystery of if or when. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, that's what I'm hoping. I hope it wasn't anything nefarious. But then again, given the subject matter that and everything that he was uncovering, that is, I can't help it. That was the first thing that came to mind, and it's still hanging there, and it's still right there. Yeah, he was. Boy, he had some people pissed. Oh God, he had some people pissed off. And I loved the fact that he just would not fucking back down. I was like, screw it, I'll go twice as hard now. It did. That was the first thing that popped to my mind, Rod, was holy shit. They did it. And I just can't get that out of the back of my head. I mean, they got these other channels that I've been checking on just to make sure there's nothing that jogs my memory. And they're showing some good stuff. They're showing some good close-ups of some stuff. So far, I haven't seen any reused content. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stop looking. I'm still gonna keep a check. Somebody says, some unbelievable moon something, hell, I'll be the judge of that. And hopefully it won't be, I believe I've seen this on Bruce's channel. Oh yeah, that's what they used on Hawaii. They burned that whole damn island up with it. They've got footage of the beam coming down and moving through the neighborhood just like a kid with a magnifying glass on an anthill. And I mean a house gone quick. Blue house 3 foot away, just fine. They've already made a big stink about having figured that out too, and it lasted for about a day, and then I forget what stupid crap happened, and then it was forgotten about. Like, it was discussed for maybe 4 days, and some dumb shit happened. Really not that important, and everybody really just pivoted away from that. I'm not trying to get down on the truther community, but I mean, come on, guys, attention span. They did. They got screwed so bad. And what kills me most about it is there's like a shoulder shrug They get that they're looking for the aha moment of aha, I knew it, and they got that little rush, and then they're off for their next aha. Don't worry about focusing on anything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We ain't forgot this shit. There was a bunch of channels that got purged for talking about it. And now they've made it so the only way you can talk about it is to call it. But we have freedom of speech, though. Yeah. Apparently, we've also got freedom to go and put our thumbs in our butts because they don't give a damn about breaking the rules they make. But we can get got for looking at the book. Barely. They're doing everything they can to take that away. I mean, they are really pushing to, because, I mean, think about it. Today's day and age, the story of the invisible man in the sky that's going to burn you if you don't fall at his feet and beg him isn't really that good to control people anymore, when within 5 minutes from now I could be talking to some dude in Japanese about what his favorite pizza topping is. Yeah, they've got to shut it down to where they can, at a push of a button, have total control, and that's what they're going for. And if we don't stop it, we are screwed. And they're starting off in America, because America has always been like a test bed. You know, you try that shit out in America. If it kind of works, then, you know, you slip it in. And they've already leaked videos of the WHO sitting at a table. You know, not recent ones either. I mean, these are cell phone quality videos here in the meetings of them discussing pretty much everything that started happening. And then people are like, hey, wait a minute, they're trying to take control of us. So they've got it all planned out. I mean, they have it all, every fucking thing, they've got it planned out. If you can imagine it, they can do it. They can they can blow a motherfucker up, and as long as his brain is intact, they can cram him in a jar and regrow him. And then they come out a little bit tougher, and they can take a little more of a beating, and they last a little longer. And eventually everything stops working. And I mean, it just stops working. I told Tony the first time I shit my pants in public that I wanted to have me euthanized. That'll be all the early onset Alzheimer's that I feel like having. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I hope he's okay. I really do. And see, that's another danger with this platform that we put on ourselves, of a type of self-harm, because we get on here, we make friends with people, we get attached to them, and something happens to them and they're not on anymore, and we wonder and we miss them. Or they just quit coming on and don't bother to be like, you know, hey, I'm out, and we bother, you know, we worry and we miss them. But it's the best way to get so much information around so quick. And what they're not liking is that even the misinformation and stuff that's totally wrong, you put it out there, that's going to make another self-proclaimed fact checker that's actually doing that shit for the public good. He's going to go check it out, and call you on it. And there have been a lot of times that there has been false information put out for those very fact checkers to check so that they would, it was known that they were going to discover the real story. But it can't be broke. There's some people that can't say certain things. And so you drop hints and you make the enemy come to you. Or you send someone after your enemy. And in the case of information, the enemy is the lie. You find somebody that just can't stand not accepting the challenge, and they're going to go and find out what, who was involved in it and what they had for breakfast that morning. And of course, the system will tell, oh no, you're making shit up, man. I don't know why I'm worrying so hard about these lines and trenches, because they're gonna, well, no, okay, yeah, I had decided to see it's getting bad, folks. It's getting bad. Yeah, they've been slacking lately. Anybody that puts out any good information like Hev does, they're gonna try to block her notifications. They don't want her being on because she gets people to think, and thinking is dangerous for them. You're supposed to just accept it and be like, okay. Yeah, I really don't think, I think World War II was just a reignition of something even older. Because, I've been thinking about it. Everybody talking about the mud flood and stuff. It's time for a cigarette. Oh my God, it's been so long. Everybody been talking about the mud flood. Okay, well, let's pretend that the mud flood happened. And when this mud flood happened, let's pretend that we had all these beautiful buildings and stuff, and all these marble cathedrals and stuff already built, that they would eventually have to come back and dig out. But, okay, let's say some people knew about it and other people didn't. And some people survived and some didn't. And in the areas where the grown-ups didn't survive, the kids didn't have anybody to teach them even how to speak, possibly, and so they did the Stone Age shit. And the few people that knew what was going on and shit, they hid themselves up in mountains and caves and stuff, and came back down and decided, okay, we own everything that's left now, and they're the ones in charge now and don't want to let it go. Or God killed everybody because we pissed him off. But if you go and you study craters, go and study craters and shell holes and volcanoes, and you'll notice that there are very few impact craters on the moon from where a rock hit it. If there was that many fucking rocks on the planet, we wouldn't be here. We'd be buckshotted out of existence by now. And most of what's up there on the moon is bomb craters. In my humble opinion, my humble uneducated opinion, I think it's bomb craters. I mean, what are the odds that every single impact from every micrometeor and meteorite is going to hit straight down? I mean, all of them straight down make a perfect circle. And then you look around here and we got a lot of those. We got a lot of those too, but we got cities built in them and on them and trees growing. And then, well, there's this African tribe called the Dogon people, Dogon, I believe, and they have a story of the time before the moon. When it showed up, they hid in caves and everything was all crazy, and there was big muds, floods, and lots of rain, and all that good stuff. And then there was some kind of, I forget how they described it, pretty much like, a volcanic overcast. And all the shit that they talk about, it makes me think that the moon showed up and started bombing the planet, and we bombed them back and we won. And everybody that was left was the Cabbage Patch Kids and the little bastards on the orphan trains, and there you go. And they I mean, for real, look at the old World's Fairs. They'd take a year and they'd build a whole city. Cooler than anything we live in now, except for maybe Rome. A whole city. And people walk around for a month and look at this and that, and oh, check out the babies in the incubators, isn't that cool? And then they level the city. Doesn't make any sense. I got this other guy, Trek Planner, and he takes and he'll look on the satellites and he'll find landmarks and stuff. And then he'll go out there and he'll walk to these anomalies that he sees in the landscape. And he's finding all kinds of stuff in the Grand Canyon. Not to say that he goes into the restricted areas of the Grand Canyon, because he would never do anything like that. I mean, it's clearly, he's just not a lawbreaker, and he doesn't do that. He clearly states he would never do that. I think he's even had a park ranger on there one time talk about, no, we know you'd never do that. And it's just so scary that the government thinks nobody is noticing any of this shit. It's all good. Man, they better hope that more super really intelligent people figure it out before the more apt to react without thinking people figure it out, because there's a lot more people that don't think. They just don't stop to think. They act and then they look back. And that's the last thing we need right now. God knows that's the last thing we need. Yeah. Tons of shit on Google Earth. And now a lot of these self-researchers are coming out and talking about, and of course they took that to the Smithsonian. Well, why wasn't you saying that 6 years ago when you were talking about this shit? I mean, it's been your life study to study this one particular subject, and you wait until now to talk. Well, and they took that to the Smithsonian, to the Vatican Museum. And see if you, women, females, don't usually think about Rome. Males will think about Rome at least once a day. At least. And that's one way to tell. But there was 3 branches of the Roman government. And you look at how many branches of any government there is in all of our countries. And Rome never ended. It never ever ended. They just changed some names around and stuff. And then they got their little groups together and they said, okay, Genghis, go get the rest of them. And he got them all. Well, almost all. He got so many the earth cooled off. I mean, that's a lot of people gone. When did he have time to eat? He was dedicated to his job. I know, we can't even keep up with it. And they're talking about that the lid is fixing to come off. Oh, buddy. I wonder exactly everything that's under that lid. I know of some stuff that I've been wanting to peek under that lid to find out for myself. And then also at the same time, I kind of don't want to know. I remember enough to know that there's more to it than what they're telling us. And a lot of the stuff I remember, I don't want to remember. What you need to do, hun, is you need to go back on Google, make you up a whole new address, a whole new email address, and make you a whole new channel and a whole new account, so that when that day happens, you ain't got to worry about it. Because the one you've got right now is on the same email and the same account, and that's what they just figure everybody will do, and they push a button and you're gone. But now they're gonna, that's another reason they want that face recognition stuff and that voice recognition stuff to be allowed to be used, so that you can't get around anything that way anymore. It sees your face or it hears your voice, and then you're gone again. And people aren't realizing. I mean, how can the people that are helping any of this shit happen think that they're gonna somehow magically be always and forever and for all time spared? They won't have to go through it. Eventually shit rolls downhill. And you get rid of everybody underneath you, then you're the bottom of the hill. And they don't realize that. It's like they're trying to be the bottom of the hill. Yeah, a backup is good. I got 2 of them. You know what I'd like to get and put together on here? One of those little miniature Ford Cobras. When you get done, you got a 1/25th size car, or what is it? Yeah, or 1/25th size car that cranks and all that good stuff. And if you were the size of Stuart Little, you could drive it. Yeah, they're not gonna. They're not gonna. What that was a moon that didn't get blown up. Another thing for y'all to look up is spherical capacitor discharges. It's when an electrical capacitor shaped like a ball short circuits, like what happened to Mars. What supposedly happened to Mars. Allegedly, supposedly. Or so they say in the Jedi temples. Yeah, NASA need another 7 astronauts. You know, you can find every one of those suckers in different jobs. Every single one of them. But then again, I've dug deep enough lately, guys, that I've actually started to consider the flat earth deal too. But then again, yeah, not a space agency. However, who watched the what the hell was it? The presidential roast or whatever the hell it is, where they make fun of each other. And old dude went way off script there with a bunch of stuff. He started talking about galactic federations. Of course, it was all a joke. But he did mention it, correct terminology, all that good stuff, and I immediately wondered, why the hell is he talking about that? And see, way back when, these dudes figured out, you know, hey, but, well, back then, I mean, you know, we were living in stone huts and shit. But, you know, they found the planet that's hiding behind the sun. They're talking about it comes around every 23,000 years or some shit like that, or 2,300 and something years, or some dumb shit. And so, you know, some of them have to stay, and some of them have to stay behind. And there's been a, you know, how many people remember all the old church books that talk about let us make man in our image, so that he may bear the yoke for us? In other words, let us grow a planet full of slaves. According to a lot of ufologists that claim to be able to decipher these languages, Earth, Terra, translates to farm. I don't know how the hell they come up with that. To me, dirt means earth. Or earth just translates into dirt. Where are you from? I'm from planet Dirt. I mean, can you imagine the schoolyard spanking we're about to get when we show up in the stars? I'm serious. We're going to be the laughing stock. We're getting ready to do something, and 40 ships will show up. We're thinking they're here to watch us do something historical, and it's actually one of their reality shows called What Will the Humans Explode Next? Yeah, I wish I could have been here to hear it. Told Tony, yeah, I did a live, or I was doing a live when you came in, and she said, really? I said, yeah, and she said, well, I'll check it out later. And I said, it's 2 hours and 50 something minutes long, and she said, I'm not watching that. She was like, just show me what you did. Yeah, and that's really what we were made for. That is why we are so dispositioned to be so violent and so destructive, and we have that. Everybody remembers that stage in your childhood where you were really fucking mean for no good reason, and then one day you realized how mean you were being for no fucking reason. You feel bad about it for about 2 or 3 years, and then you grow up. Love you, Hev. You going to do your live? Did she share out her channel before she left? I mean, I'd post a link for her if I knew how. Okay, Hev, post a link for your channel before you go. And I'll wrap this up, and we'll pop over there, whoever wants to, and continue the party. So, here after Hev drops her link, I'll be wrapping this up. My fingers are starting to hurt a little bit anyway, and my butt is getting throbby again, even with a cushion. The curse of being that old. I don't know, she may be in too big of a hurry. There we go. Yeah, y'all click over there. Subscribe. And I'll be along here in just 5 or 10 minutes. I gotta wrap this up and let the dogs out, hit the bathroom, and whoever wants to get over there, I'll see y'all at Hev's, and I'll probably do some more of this tomorrow if y'all want to. Anybody got a better idea of a time frame? I may just record it as a big long video in the morning, unless y'all feel like doing another live. Yeah, I'm not far from done. I am not far from done, but my fingers are hurting. Okay, so around 1. All right, I'll start trying to set it up about 12 so that I can try to figure out how to do the 30-minute notice thing. But yeah, so let's wrap this up. I'll do a quick little closing prayer, and whoever wants to can meet me over at Hev's. May God, the creator of creation, bless and keep us all, and may the force be with you. I love you all like family. Don't ever forget that. And I will see you guys at Hev's. Talk to y'all later.